Those are pretty good. Chicken wraps from Burger King. Sign me up. Dude, fast food's good.
Hello.
Do you have like do you have like weird like core memories that are basically like a nothing memory? But it's like you just remember, you're like, it's weird that I like remember that. Like I remember this I just remember before I ever took driver's training, my dad would just say, "Idiot, anyone can drive. It's not hard." Like he would just like he like just would point at like the oldest person ever. If they could drive, you can drive. And like, cause I was like a nerd, I'm like, what if I fail my road test or my driving test or whatever? And he's like, you're not gonna do it. You have to be an idiot to do that.
Yeah, your dad's like, I gotta beat this anxiety out of my kid.
And I remember going up north, and like me and my cousins like went with like it was like these people, like their friend, these like friends that they knew, like they had like this big, their dad or whoever had like this like they worked at like a church or something, so it was like this big church van, and we like went to see what do they call it? The outdoor movie, the drive-in movie?
Yeah, the drive-ins.
And I remember being there, and one of the dudes that was like friends with them or whatever, he was like around like our age. He had like somewhere he had like mentioned, like just somehow it was just like mentioned that he failed his road test. And he said that, and it was in my head, and my dad going, you have to be an idiot to fail the road test. And I just remember going, oh, this guy must be a moron. Yeah. Like I just like thought that. I was like, immediately I had a negative opinion of that guy because my dad said, if you fail, you have to be an idiot to fail it. And I was like, oh, okay. Like my dad's just trying to put me at ease, going like, it's fine. And then I meet this guy, he's like, I failed. And I was just like, I just remember that. I think this guy saying, I failed my road test.
I think so often someone has like a memory like that it's just stuck in their head forever.
Yeah.
The person saying the quote never knows that it's going to be in that person's brain forever.
I couldn't even tell you like what this guy looked like,
because I just remember that. I'm sure there's things that you and I have forgotten that we've said. Because I'll have like a friend come up to me, dude, remember?
Yeah.
Dude, in 06, someone said this in class, and then you were like, big titty nipple, and then we were just like, dude, big titty nipple.
Dude, Stanley Cup. Yeah.
Big titty nipple. That killed us. Yeah. You ain't never had no titty. That was
good.
Right.
That was up north. Classic.
Playing ladder
up
ball.
North classic. Something. We're doing something. We're doing something where you're across from each other.
It was like basketball. We're trying to fake out the other person. Yeah. So Brandon, a friend, he's up next, and we're like, you ain't never seen a titty. You ain't never seen a titty. You know, you do whatever you got to do in the basketball
Those
world.
Are deep cuts.
Deep cut.
Is Cleveland good?
Clip it.
Is it playoffs?
Yes. This is the first game. Game 1, round 1. East, round 1.
Did they get LeBron
Cleveland.
back?
LeBron's back in Cleveland in spirit. He's making moves in the front office, making trades.
Do they hate him still?
No, they were like,
came back and he won.
1-1. Like, it's just seems so silly. What's funny is even less than that. Wasn't it the Lions' first playoff win in 33 years, whatever the hell it was against Stafford. So Stafford did even less than like LeBron did for the Cavs, and people are like, he will be forever. Yeah. Like, we are forever indebted to him. Yeah. It's like, what, really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's funny. Lions fans, dude, they're stupid.
Lions got new jerseys, and everyone hates them.
That's why I'm not a fan anymore. I like them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's about it. I like them.
Hey, guys, big review on the Lions jerseys. Coming in hot. You just, like, thought a cricket was on you? Like,
I actually had a shiver.
Crickets for dinner?
I had a shiver.
I actually had crickets for supper. It's like, some of them go for a while. This one is a quick one. A little loud, but it's a quick one. That's the quickest one. That one goes forever. Oh my God, they're 5 minutes in and they're already just resorting to
all
the
the buttons.
Sometimes you gotta check them out.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well, really,
Lions jerseys, those are good.
What's going on in the world? Is anything crazy?
I saw Mil-Spec last night. Cool band. Check them out if you haven't listened to them. Corey doesn't like music anymore. Corey's just only a gaming guy. As soon as he's out of work, games. As soon as
I'm out of work, I'm like...
Jen's like, what's for dinner? You go, I don't care, games. Actually, you're like, I do care. Let me eat real quick. And then games.
I didn't even play games last night.
Yeah. Well, no one ever plays Friday night. I was talking to your brother. Your brother's
he's always like hammered.
Yeah, he goes, well, yeah, I go out. And I'm like, that's my first day where I'm like, I'm not working Saturday morning. Yeah. I want to game on a Friday night.
You can't.
But there's been a lot of nights where
like I just get home and I'm just on my computer. Like sometimes he'd be like, dude, I can play in like a little bit, and then he just gets on and he's so drunk. Yeah. And I'm like,
it was funny. I played Helldivers with him for a little bit before you got on, dude. And he wasn't like too drunk, but it was just funny because he was very talkative.
Yeah,
like he usually doesn't want to go on and on, but like I brought up something about basketball, and he's like, man, it's like when we play, like we did that. And then he really was like talking a lot.
He's a freak.
It's like, there he is. There's Joshy.
He should be eliminated.
There's the old Josh.
Hey, buddy. Are you on the little thing? There's a cat on a balcony.
Did I talk to you about Mil-Spec yet? Have you checked him out?
Yeah. I have him.
Yeah, that album Marathon Suite.
Playlist
dude, so I asked the band, asked a couple of the dudes. I didn't know that they were on some big tours recently. I didn't know. I looked up their Instagram, couldn't find one, and I was like, oh, this band doesn't do anything. And then they wear that Michigan shirt that says Michigan Band, even though I think they're mostly from Toronto. But
who wants to be from Canada?
But he wants to be known from Canada. You know,
Canada's lame.
They go, Canada. Canada hardcore. What? Like, they're just... I actually wasn't sure what button that was going to be. But, you know, they're like, oh, people won't mosh to us.
But I'm all about Scotland hardcore now that I'm going.
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, hey, maybe you check out that band.
I go.
With the album.
Like, let's go see them.
Scotland's hardcore.
What are the chances? They're just playing
Look it up. If they happen to play a show any of those days, you got to go and live stream it. Like this.
The problem is, like, we're not going to be, like, super close to Glasgow, like, the whole time. Yeah. And I know Jen will be like, we're not driving.
Well, maybe they play around. Only play in the dead center of Glasgow, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know it's, like, I don't know.
It says glass.
To me, I'm like, I think, like, sometimes I think about other countries. I'm like, it's like a different planet.
What's the band called? Despize?
Despize.
With a Z?
Yeah.
Which we were just talking about that last night, too. That's usually, like, California bands that'll be like, yeah, Misery with a Z.
Yeah. Or I found that what was that band called? Eternal Death or something like that.
Oh yeah, Terminal Sleep.
Terminal Sleep. That's what it is.
Eternal Sleep.
Eternal Sleep. And I was like, I knew it was something like death and then sleep and terminal. Terminal illness. Don't sniff my feet. I had to yell at a cat.
You know what comes after feet.
Is Peter going to get on my case?
Nice call.
Too loud. What? What'd you say?
This is such an old...
I forgot it was on
I forgot about that too.
What'd you say?
What did I say?
Say something about feet.
Is Peter going to get mad that I yelled at a cat?
Oh, yeah, they're pissed. Talked to a vegan last night. Took 10 seconds before she told me she was gay. As people always make that horrible joke, within the first 10 seconds, you know how you know someone's straight edge? They tell you, come up to you in their shirt and their hat says it, and you're like, oh. Like, I've been seeing that on the hardcore Reddit. People make that joke, basically.
Really? I like never and I'm like, on that Reddit. Actually, I don't really go on too many Reddits, but... Unless it's a porn Reddit.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
It's been interesting just throwing in a comment on some of the hardcore Reddit stuff. There's a lot of dumb shit where someone goes, what's the corniest straight edge lyric?
What's the corniest field in Iowa?
They go, what's the corniest straight edge lyric? And then most of the comments were, all of them.
Yeah.
Because so many are just like, for my friends.
I'll
have your back.
Wanna be gay.
I'm not gay and I'm hiding it with straight edge. Shout out to people that did that.
Man, these NBA players can really just shoot a three.
Yeah, with nobody guarding them.
Yeah. I mean, still.
Yeah. No, so on the hardcore Reddit, there'll be like silly stuff like that. What's the corniest line? And then it's funny to read some of them, to go through, because then I've forgotten about some of the bands, and I'm like, oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
That one lyric from that band. And then there will be something like someone will go, man, I just found out about Mil-Spec. Like, what are some of their influences? And like the difference of in answers is so. I mean, that's really just, that wasn't even on the hardcore Reddit, but it's kind of an example. Like me, Drew, and some friends were talking about that. You know, some of it sounds like it's got a splash of like Ambitions, and then maybe some Paint It Black even, and another person's like, oh, they sound so much like a One Step Closer, and then it's just like, it's interesting in hardcore how many you can listen to a band, and sometimes it's like, oh, they sound like Life of Agony and Only Living Witness with a little bit of typo, and then that's like Twitching Tongues, and then it's like, and then they got hardcore breakdowns in there too. But then some other bands you listen to, you're like, I don't know, this sounds like 33 different hardcore bands or whatever. It's just like interesting. But so on the hardcore Reddit, I've actually said this to the drummer from Mil-Spec. I was like, I know there's a lot of bad shit on Reddit. Like, there's a lot of like dumb idiots. There's dumb questions, like, you know, or inquiries. People talking shit about straight edge and stuff. But there's also, I've seen people saying like, hey, who you been listening to lately in hardcore? Like, who's like some underrated stuff? Like, I've seen several comments, Mil-Spec, and I was just like pumped that somebody, because I feel really small. And they're getting like, people are saying like, check out Drain, and check out, you know, some of these more popular bands.
Yeah.
And then that are really active on social media. Mil-Spec, as far as I know, have like not really a presence in social media. There's articles about them on like Revolver and certain magazines and zines and whatever. But so I thought that was interesting. I brought it up to the drummer, and he goes, oh, I'll go on the hardcore Reddit. Did you see? And then he told me about a meme he made and he put on the Reddit. I was like, that's really funny. That I'm talking about how there's a lot of like dumb shit put on the Reddit, and he's like, I put some dumb shit on there. That's
me. I do that.
The drummer of the band. I was like,
guess that band's fucking gay now.
Get him out of town. Go back to Toronto. Go back to Toronto.
Go back to.
Oh, I should have asked them that. How many of you guys say Toronto? You know,
you should have.
That's almost like, that almost feels like a Pittsburgh Yinzer accent. Yeah, gone down to Toronto. Well, because I've heard people say Toronto, and they take out like all the vowels. Toronto.
People from Toronto say that?
I don't know. Oh. But I've just heard people. Maybe I've just listened to too much Pat McAfee show.
Yeah, they just
all these fucking idiots.
Like, dude, people sound like this.
Yeah, I started to think that's what the world is the Pat McAfee show.
That's how the world is.
That's how your cock works.
Yep. Yeah, man.
Back on video this week. Maybe someone gives a shit. Maybe I'll put a clip together. Maybe I won't. It's so hard to do clips, dude. Somebody do clips for us for free. Anybody out there? Anybody out there?
So far, we don't have anything clippable yet.
Yeah, on here.
But we still have time.
Yeah, we still got time to put some clippable stuff together.
Someone's like, they just talked about bands for a minute.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I'm just talking
There's
about
just a clip where you're like, yeah, dude, they're pretty good.
Check out the band.
Yeah.
Sounds better than this.
Yeah. Hey, instead of listening to this, check out the band that we just talked about.
Hey, instead of finishing this episode, because nobody finishes our episodes, by the way. They're an hour long, and who's got the time?
Now they're only however long this is.
Yep, now they're only 14:40.
Nice.
14:42. Damn it, I can't keep up. 14:40.
Uh-oh.
Stop it. Not
Woo.
that.
That was a big one.
Stop it. Fucking
anyway.
Nothing.
What else? Yeah, what else is going on? Anything going on now in the world? Iran bombed Israel for a second. And then they said, nah, just kidding.
Yeah, they're trying, right? But then Israel has like one of the best like defense systems, and they're just blocking.
Yeah,
like a video game
we gave them.
Yeah, that we gave them. It's so funny. People are like, oh, they got like the best this, and that. And I'm like, yeah,
because we like, yeah,
because we're saying stop Jewish hate. Oh, that was a funny thing. Found this TikTok. Who knows? Anyone can make TikToks. I didn't research anything. All I did was watch a TikTok. So this guy was, anyone can make graphs and change shit, but he had a thing about how many posts there were with the hashtag stop Jewish hate or something. And it was like, there was like almost none. It was such a low number.
Mm.
And then there's just so much in Palestine, like free Palestine. Like the posts are overwhelmingly that on TikTok. But after something was ruled to like block TikTok shit, that got like suppressed. The free Palestine stuff was like taken off, like suppressed. And then like, so people are like, that's why they're trying to get rid of TikTok, because I don't know. They're trying to silence.
Yeah, I think
they don't want you to know the truth. I'm gonna inspect this thing's ass.
Yeah,
that's a clip. Let me get in there. No, don't inspect
do those things have an ass?
It had a little tail thing, so I was like, what? But I think it's just a thread. Let
me smell it.
Get in there.
Let me rub it on my pussy.
Let me rub this thing looks like a giant. Look like a giant's clit.
Yeah.
They ripped this off of a massive giant guy.
Wasn't like the funny thing is about that
woman.
The lady woman pink thing. Is that a guy or a girl? Or we don't know.
That's a little Thai boy. So
what's this guy?
That's Diesel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, wouldn't there be more? Well, because it's like, well, yeah, but like Israel's like killing tons of innocent.
The Jew nation.
The Jew nation. They're killing like tons of innocent people, right? And then
they were just like bombing.
The Palestine stuff is like the terrorist group that's there.
Yeah,
it's not like.
So that's like
that's like the point.
What's funny, that should be a clip. That should be one little clip. Everyone just hears what that small thing you just said, because you see all these things and people just drone on and on about whatever. And I'm like, isn't that what it is?
Yeah. Because it's like the terrorist group, the Hamas.
Yeah, Hamas.
Are like,
they're doing some dumb shit.
We're fucking bad and we're going to do this. And then it's like, and then Israel's like, well, we're going to kill you guys by bombing the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, we'll just kill all your people. Even the children's hospitals. Okay. Those are all going down. And you're like,
That would be like...
That's crazy.
Yeah, that'd be like if a terrorist group was
like a Michigan militia?
And Wyandotte.
Yeah, a Michigan militia.
They just fucking started drone striking the shit out of Wyandotte. And then just like, oh yeah, like Chris died. And like all my friends died because... Johnny's fucking terrorist group started over there, and so they just bombed Wyandotte.
Not like I was thinking like, so Michigan or Wyandotte people, they go to Toronto and they just start bombing, killing all these Toronto people, and then all of Canada's army goes, well, we got to explode America.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was trying
to bring it to like our
smaller little.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird. It's just funny. I'm like,
but just like
all right, whatever.
Yeah, two nations fighting.
It is funny to see all the clips of like our response of like them going. It's like the guy, the White House press secretary guy, or whoever the guy who talks, where he's just like, Biden's just urging fucking Netanyahu to just, be a little more careful with the drone strikes. It's like it's just tons of clips of just that. Yeah, we're urging them to, be a little more precise. And I'm like. They're just killing tons of innocent people. But just shoot a baby in the head. And they're like, well, how about just be a little more careful next time you're shooting a gun near a baby. Okay. But whatever. Anyway,
we got to interview the drone people.
Yeah. Dude,
what have you seen?
I can't even imagine.
They're just like, well, it's nuts, dude. They got me. Remember?
All they're doing is just doing this. Dude.
Yeah, they go, remember 007? And you go to the back of that castle on the one end of the map, and then you got that rocket launcher.
Yeah.
And you shot that thing, and that thing.
Yeah.
We're doing that all day, right into a fucking baby's asshole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just blowing up kids' asses.
We don't even need soldiers. We got drones.
And the guy's like, it's fucked up. I mean, we're trying to be precise, but as soon as you get into a field of babies, it's hard to just avoid a baby. Boom, you hit one.
Did the Pistons have a new coach?
I don't know anything about that. They are just... I saw a clip of Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
Did you send that?
I don't know. I sent one of him doing crazy dunks.
I think I ended up getting it because you sent me some stuff. This guy loves Blake Griffin. And it was he got a question about, like, man, a lot of, like, Detroit fans, like, hate you. And it's because we traded several good players for just one good guy who just cost more money than the world.
Yeah.
For an NBA at the time. He's making like $40 million, something crazy. And we had dead cap going to like guys who aren't on the team, Josh Smith and some other guy. It's like all this bullshit. Yeah. It was all this bullshit. And he was an amazing player, and he was obviously the best player. That's why he got paid like that. So, but there's a bunch of fans that are just like, fuck him. Like, as if he was the reason. I mean, our organization was the reason.
Yeah.
We were in all of those situations, all those predicaments, but
he was clearly like also brought in as like, look, we got a star now.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah, buy a jersey and sell it out. And then people, so a lot of the comments were people going, he fucking ran us dry. Like, we don't have any money to like build a team with this guy. And then a lot of people going, he single-handedly took us to the playoffs and stuff like that. But I'm like, that's not, I mean, cool. Yeah, but he's also paid to play. So I'm not going to, like, applaud the man for paying. He gets paid so much money to play in the NBA. That's what it is, whatever team you got traded to. Like, so as a fan, it's like for me, I'm still not watching. They still are horrible. Yeah. And he kind of laughed at the fact it was like one of the bars. It was like Big Cat or whatever. He asked Blake Griffin, he asked him, hey, man, so, like, they're still not good since they lost you. And then Blake's like, yeah, they got a lot of young talent, kind of like making a joke, like, yeah, they got they got rid of me, and now they're doing well with young talent, like making, but I'm like, that's what they have to do. You were like 32 and 33 and shit.
Is he what? Is he
all
in the
the
league
money
still?
He was wearing like 2 crazy knee braces on, like, to play some of our games.
Yeah.
I think he's still in the league. He's like a bench guy, and then people,
especially like guys like that, where it's like you're just an insane dunker.
Yeah.
And it's like,
well, then people got mad because he wore these crazy knee braces. Obviously, there's injuries. Like he was playing through something. Maybe he got a little better, but still he's older. He's like he's not gonna go back to the 22 dunking in college. Like, he was slaughtering people in those highlights you sent me. He was doing that same shit in college. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But he, a lot of people were also mad. He left and went to the Brooklyn Nets, became a bench player, so he did have less tread on the or less like wear and tear on him, so that he could come off the bench and then do one of his dunks. So he started dunking a little more, not on the Pistons. After us. So some people are pissed that, like, where the fuck was that with us? But it's like, well, we needed him to do everything, not just like come off the bench and dunk. So I don't know. I get it. But
yeah, whatever.
Pistons are horrible.
Whatever.
Basketball's crazy though, because
hey, whatever.
There's a lot of good teams.
Talk to the hand.
The parity's crazy.
Yeah.
For a while it was like, man, Golden State and the Lakers,
OKC.
And maybe like, yeah, it was a point where it was like, those 3 teams only have a chance, or one only has a chance, or whatever the fuck. Now it is like wide open. People claim right now it's like Celtics and Nuggets, but any of these teams,
dude,
could slide in.
Do the Nuggets get
Carmelo Anthony? Yeah, they got him back.
I saw a thing
He's
where
40.
it was like, how different would Carmelo Anthony's career be if the Pistons drafted him? Because like the Pistons like had like a good team in place.
Yeah, with
like,
a young guy.
It was Chauncey Billups talking about it. Like, if we would have got him, like, his career would have been different.
Yeah, because a lot. So that's the same thing. I was just watching an interview with Ryan Leaf, different sport. I get it, but Ryan Leaf in the NFL on the Chargers, he was thrusted out there immediately. So right now he was talking about Caleb Williams going to the Bears. He's like, Ryan Leaf was saying he believes Caleb needs to sit a year. He was like, Pat Mahomes got to sit a year. He goes, he just thinks it's, even for these guys that are really good, it is, Aaron Rodgers, it is so good for these guys to learn and fucking relax. Yeah. And so, because you're like hopped up, you're 21, 22,
and then you go
sexy,
and you fuck up a little bit, and then people go, oh, they're the worst, I hate them.
Yeah, and so that's what happened to Ryan Leaf. He spiraled and became an alcoholic and developed all these problems and went to prison. All these things happened. And it happened to him. It happened to Ryan Leaf. So Ryan Leaf was like, please, Bears. Yeah. Like,
Bears.
I don't know who the other guy is. They have somebody else. I know Justin Fields got traded away, but they have somebody else.
Hey, I'll tell you who it's not. Justin Fields.
I think Ryan Leaf was even saying they should have just, like, had Justin Fields again and just had him play, because they didn't really get much in return. So, like, have the guy play another year. Maybe he does play a little better because you got Caleb there. And Caleb also learns. Like, there is a weird thing with that. Like, Aaron Rodgers thought he was going to be drafted and starting. He wasn't. And so there's a competitiveness where Brett Favre got a little better, and Aaron Rodgers maybe got a little better. Like, Pat Mahomes was able to be behind Alex Smith was killing it.
Yeah.
To be behind somebody and you're watching it done well, you see how the guy wins. They're going 11-5. It's just important. So that's what Ryan Leaf was saying that. So what, back to basketball? Carmelo Anthony, like, yeah, dude, he would have seen all these pros play so well defensively. Chauncey, Rip, Tayshaun, Ben, Rashid, all so well. And Tayshaun was at the height, he was a starter. Obviously, we won with him as a starter, but it's like you could have had Melo. A lot of guys nowadays, these young guys, aren't starting right away. I think he started pretty much right away with the Nuggets because like they needed it. But there, he would have been able to learn a little bit more, not thrust it all the way in, and felt like he had to play one-man ball. Carmelo Anthony's whole career, just about, was him playing, oh, I got to do it. And there's two guys wide open, but he's like, no, it's got to be me because I'm 4 for 5. This other guy is missing his shots.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's crazy how many different teams Kevin Durant's been on.
Oh, yeah, he's on the Suns. The Suns are sick, though. Yeah, they're ranked 6. That's what's crazy. These teams are crazy. The Timberwolves, they're playing against Timberwolves, ranked 3. They were the best defensive team in the league. With Rudy Gobert. He was on the Pacers, right? No, I'm wrong. He was on the Utah Jazz.
The Utah Jazz.
That's some news. The owner
we're watching basketball.
The owner of the Utah Jazz, Ryan Smith, Mormon guy with 5 kids.
Ryan Smithersworth.
Mm-hmm. That guy is sucking and fucking and dumping loads.
Yeah, dude.
And
dumping in a bitch.
He's got 5 kids. He's Mormon. Did I say that? Mormon guy.
And he owns the
Utah Jazz. Oh yeah. This year, Karl Malone. So he's got Karl Malone in there, but away from his 5 kids because you don't know what Karl Malone. When any of those kids turn 14, that's an eligible age in his eyes. So
yeah.
Did you know about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I know about that?
Yeah.
You questioning my intelligence?
You questioning that I knew about that?
But that guy, he now owns the Phoenix Coyotes.
The Phoenix
Phoenix Kia.
The Phoenix Kia Sentras.
What's really cool about my comedy? Is I just wait till I say things wrong. And then that's where the funny stuff comes in.
That's when the bits come out.
Met a girl last night.
Fucked her.
Her name was
Darlene.
See, this is what's happening. Darlene.
Roxanne.
Her name was not Matilda, but I kept thinking Matilda. It was Michaela. But in my head, I told Drew, I was like, I almost called her Matilda twice, dude. And Tim's like, all right. Drew's like, oh my God. But that's my type of comedy. Calling people the wrong name, saying stuff wrong.
Yeah, that's the Ovon's type of comedy.
Yeah, it's fun, dude.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it?
What you gonna do? Oh, look who's taking free throws.
What you gonna do with it? Oh, what you gonna do with it?
If you done both things, I can say
I put a brick in your face.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, what you gonna do with it?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, what you gonna do with it?
That was. What's that guy? What's that guy's name?
I put a cock in your face. Snitches or stitches?
Stitches. Oh yeah, Josh just brought him up earlier. That's crazy.
I put a brick in your face.
He was like,
oh, what you gonna
oh, dunk. Oh,
dude, my dad's band played on the Rocks, Wyandotte, Michigan.
Why wasn't I invited?
It was last night. You could have went.
Nice.
It didn't play that song because it was an acoustic set. But they played, I skimmed through, they played Down with the Sickness, TNT, some of their own songs.
Nice.
Not Comatose, though. But
wow. Comatose acoustic, dude?
they played this one. They go, can't you see?
Yeah.
Oh, can't you see now? What that woman? She been doing to me.
Don't they like draw too? Like
yeah, they have. Yeah, because they have
dude.
they have like a Sons of Anarchy fan base, like these crew of people who love the show and they started their own crew.
I can't imagine like you just see going to see Ray Street Park again.
Dude, they love
every
it
week.
Because then you go, we got some of the people in here are
got old Jerry. He's like,
our longtime fan. I wish my dad. I got to tell my dad to do the Joe List joke. We're at the point where we know the names of all of our fans. Because Joe List always does that in all his crowd works. He's like, that's Christopher right there from Seattle or whatever. Swish. Ooh-hoo!
Get back on D. Get back on D.
Cheeto D.
I would just be yelling that all the time. Like,
would you ever yell Cheeto D?
The play stopped. Get back on defense. Everyone's like, calm down.
Get the fuck back. That's my coaching style with 5th and 6th graders. Get the fuck back. Timmy, you fucking idiot. You're 9 and you're a fucking idiot. Get the fuck back. Your parents didn't teach you shit. If any type of discipline, the parents are in the stands.
Do I have to do everything?
You want me to get out there? I get out there and I swat a kid. That's what you do, Timmy, you fucking idiot.
And then someone scores on you and you just go, oh, no,
no. I picture that's got to be one of the times he came. He has the yeah. I don't know. Gotta ask him. I came. I saw the president again.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Oh, what you gonna do with it?
Oh, what you gonna
do with it? Pay my money and I'll live in a minute.
I'll put my cock in your face.
What else fun? What else?
Do you think that's the real lyrics? I put my cock in your face? Maybe he was writing it for like a porno.
Like
I put my cock in your face. Now what you gonna do with it? Now what you gonna,
Durant's coming down the court. Is he still good?
Yeah. But he's also older.
He just scored.
So Golden State Warriors, though. Yeah. Golden State Warriors. They're hot. They're out of town.
They hot.
So you were playing a game today, Sons of the Fuck Forest or something? What's that game about? We should do a Between Two Ferns, and I ask you about video games, and then you try to be normal and real with me about your opinions and whatnot on video games. But I give you horrible questions like Zach Galifianakis.
That sounds like fun.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Sounds like a great time for me.
It'd be good for me.
How about you ask me serious questions and then I just go, that's stupid.
That's
Think
really
of something else.
That's what the pod is.
Yeah.
They go, hey, so what about Israel? And then you go, actually, is God real?
Israel?
Did you? Oh, yeah, I think you responded. The Palestine joke. How good.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
How good, dude. I don't even know who that guy was. I was just telling people at work the joke. And they were like,
who are you?
They're like, oh, who's that guy? And I was like, oh, it's just a no-name Austin
Ricky.
open micer.
The only joke he's ever came up with. And he's like, I will ride this high.
He was doing okay, and that really just made it good.
Buffed it up.
Because he used that right at the end. I think he knew that was good, and he's like, all right, this will, like, bring it home. Either I'll be, like, killing the whole time, or the set will be okay, and that'll save it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He goes, you guys like political humor? Palestines. I don't think they're pals with any Steins. And eruption, dude. Fucking Madison Square Garden packed. Everyone's clapping.
For that one thing.
For that one joke.
He's like, all right, that was my time.
All right. Then everyone left. They were like, wow.
He just tours with that joke. People are like,
and then after that,
they go knowing that they're going to see the joke. And then when they hear it, it's like, yeah. And he's like, thanks, everybody.
Well, they got him. He usually, he's got a couple. And, he'll be like, Israel. And they're like, what is it going to be?
Yeah.
I don't think he's real. And then people are like, ah! Losing their minds.
Yeah. Or he goes, Israel. I don't think they're pals with any Steins. Like, oh, you faked us out.
Yeah, that'd be good. Dude. He's like, Yemen.
Yeah.
I don't think they're pals with any Steins. He did it again.
Yeah.
They have the picture of the trailer. What the fuck? Yeah, like the trailer in a commercial.
Yeah.
You're watching some Comedy Central thing, and then they're like, it's like the Kings of Comedy, but it's just this skinny, pale white dude, and all of the bits are, I don't think they're pals with any stuff. And then they just have a crowd of black people losing their shit, throwing their hats, taking their shirts off, flipping out. Like one of Kevin Hart's shows, I think Shaq and LeBron and some people were sitting near each other, losing their shit. So like, I remember people pointing that out.
Yeah.
Get some notable black people in there losing their minds over pals with Steins.
You can get Caitlin Clark in there.
Get Caitlin Clark taking her shirt off, and everyone's like, whoa.
Antonio Brown tweets.
CT ESPN.
Yeah.
That's like what he hashtags.
Yeah.
I did not see, what did he say? Little bitch white women, they don't know what they got coming or something.
Well, one of the things he said, like,
dude, pull up his Twitter. Let's just read his Twitter.
She looks like she has Twitter. A bush. That's what he said.
Oh my god.
And the other one was like a picture of like Nikes that were just like furry, and he's like, these are her shoes or whatever. and then she blocked him, and then so he took a screenshot of that and was like, cracker ass bitch, whatever.
That's what I saw.
And I was like,
I only saw that, and I was like, whatever he said, I'm sure it was horrible. I'm sure it was so dumb.
Yeah.
And then of course he got blocked. Or I was like, maybe she already had him blocked because he was already saying all this ignorant shit. So it would not be shocked. I mean, she didn't obviously, but I wouldn't be shocked if plenty of people have him blocked
already. Yeah,
he tweets and you see it. I don't follow him. I see his tweets every now and then. People share it.
Yeah, I just see. Yeah, I see
shares it, or other people that I follow like it, and then so it's just on my feed.
Yeah, he's great. What is his life right now though? Does he have people around him?
He's just in a pool. Raping white women.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is crazy. Oh, he didn't score. He wanted to follow, though.
What's funny is there was a video where he's like, I think, like pulls his dick out in the pool, right? And then he like touches this woman who like kind of swims away, and people were saying something like, oh my God, like you can't just like do that to a woman. And I'm like, this guy she's probably a prostitute, and he's paying her to like hang out with. Yeah. So I don't, if it was something like what they're like, oh my God, he's like touching a random woman in the world. It's like, no. That's what's going on with playoff basketball lately. Like I watched some other games. Kind of sloppy, a little sloppy. Because guys are like
just going crazy.
There's like anxiety in everybody. Yeah. Like loose balls, people are actually like diving and almost getting hurt.
Yeah.
Dude, Rudy Gobert. Oh, couldn't score on skinny ass Durant.
Hell yeah, dude.
I watched another clip where, oh shit. I watched another clip. Guy just drained a three like 9.
Yeah, but Chris said threes aren't hard. So
me,
yeah,
I've been making the most with all that. I mean, playing against people who aren't playing the best defense.
Yeah,
because that's why I was talking to Drew about that. Like we've been playing pickup, but there's different runs of people. I was like, dude, I'm afraid I'm gonna play with my brother Alex and play with some of his other friends. And my first shot, I just think like, this is what I do now. And then I go take a shot and I just get swatted because the guy that's guarding me is 6'4" and is playing defense. When I just played with guys who are my height, not really hustling.
Not really hustling, not really bustling.
If you're not really hustling on defense, I can look really good.
If you're not hustling, then you're not driving the bustling.
If you're not bustling, you're not. If
you're not hustling, then we're not going to ask you to drive the bustling.
You're driving.
That's my new saying.
The bustling.
Do the Lakers?
You got to throw Robitussin in there. Yeah, you got to drink some of that lean.
The Lakers make playoffs.
Yes, just barely. So they have a play-in where they have the 7 and 8, and the 9 and 10. So 9 and 10 have a chance to get in. Guess what the Lakers were? The Lakers and Golden State were 9 and 10, and Golden State lost their games. They got canned. Lakers beat the Pelicans, and then they beat another team.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. They just beat the Pelicans, so they're in. And then the Pelicans had to win another game to get themselves in. They lost, I believe. Or they won? I don't know. Who knows? Google it if you care.
Yeah, Google if you care. Google if you don't.
Google if you care.
As long as you Google it, then we're good.
I like the Timberwolves got a cute little doggy for the logo.
Ruff, ruff. Ruff, ruff. Ruff, ruff. Bark, bark.
Ruff, ruff.
Oh, yeah. I'm so glad I don't have a bunch of appointments to take care of different body parts.
Oh. Yep, like women.
I have a nail appointment. She has like 3 days off a week, but then like one day she's like, well, I have like my massage, and then I gotta go get my eyebrows done.
Dude, Jordan needs to go get massages.
And then like a week later, and then like a week later, she's like, I got my nail appointment.
I'd love to get a massage. But yeah, nail, hair, like some hair stuff too. You find out, you're like, oh, that was $98. What the fuck? Dude. You kidding me? Well, this other time it was $120. I'm like, what is going on? What? Shave your head, all right? That's what I'm doing.
What? This one time.
At
this one time it was $180.
What other appointments? Some. Yeah, there's so many appointments women can have.
Then you mix in
laser
like
hair
other
removal.
random one. Yeah.
Which. No.
Well, like every once in a while, then I'll have to go to the doctor, and then like those appointments add on to it.
I need to go to the doctor. Call the doctor.
I need to go to the doctor and say something ain't right.
Something ain't right with this cock. See if you can get it to move.
See if you can get it bigger. I'm like, we don't do that. What the hell?
And what the hell are you guys here for?
What am I paying you? You're not paying us. What the hell? Yeah, what's happening? I don't know.
Why am I here? Somebody gonna suck it?
We're committing you.
You're committing treason?
The longest 3 in a dude's face.
I can't see. I have a bookshelf in the way.
What? This is your house. You designed it. You designed the house, dude.
You designed your goddamn
you got
Jewish tunnel underneath your house.
What? You did? Dude, that's sweet.
That's how I became Jewish. They were like, you got the tunnel? I said, yes. Like, you're in.
Shit.
You're in with the tunnel.
That's also a crazy thing. That tunnel thing?
Yeah. Dude.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Is that real?
I don't know.
I just see stuff.
It's fun to think that there's just tunnels everywhere.
Also, that Jewish people are in.
Yep.
That's just, I don't know.
What's funny is the picture of those tunnels and then the Borat guy running with the giant Jew face chasing him from Borat. Just
yeah.
What is it? The running of the Jew or whatever?
I don't even remember. I honestly don't. I remember like I can picture it, but I don't remember why.
It's just Ari Shafir's head just chasing people.
I don't remember why or where it was happening.
It's like a like the dragon.
Yeah, it's like
or like in
celebration.
Like in Mexico, don't they do some shit on the streets? So they got like a fucking bull running.
That's in Spain.
Spain or in China, they got some shit right with the dragon.
Big dragon,
a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, but they're not chasing. It's not chasing.
Acting like a big dragon. But you got that with the Jew face. Ari Shafir's in the front, or Ariel Hawani, whoever you want, and then they chase Borat.
Racist. Is he still playing?
Yeah, they suck. Clippers, they suck.
Should have stayed on Toronto.
Probably should have. It's so crazy, dude. Gotta go get my bag. But whatever. These guys just make unreal amounts of money.
Yeah.
Like, well, we got to keep it going up.
I gotta get my money. Kobe.
I
gotta get my money.
Pass the ball to Kobe.
Dude.
Kobe.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
Kobe in my
Is Milwaukee in it?
Come in my Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna name a team. You tell me if they're in the playoffs. Detroit Pistons.
Come on. Yep.
That's a fun one.
What about this?
Sorry, just hiding my erection.
Speaking of hiding your erection. I couldn't figure out how to get how to get that back.
Yeah.
So I was like, I just recorded myself. I really did think I could make a similar noise to that. And so I made this. I was like, I think I recorded it twice. I think I was like, oh, it's not even close. I gotta do it higher pitched. And this is what I came up with. I thought it could be high. I was like, oh, I gotta go higher. And I did it again to the higher.
Was Jordan here going,
What are you doing?
Yeah, she came down. You're so cute with your little podcast. And I go, God damn it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I could be doing Blake Griffin dunks. And if she was at the game, you're so cute when you jump around with the ball.
or she would just be like
Jesus.
this. Like,
Good job.
Did you hurt your hand on the rim? It looked really aggressive.
yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What are you doing to me? Want to go another one?
I was checking them out. Oh, sure. We can do whatever you want. Oh, this is a classic one. This is on, I knew it was on 2. You are a mother. Nobody knows what I said. Like, he didn't move his mouth. He just hit the button. Didn't say anything.
That's how I shit. That noise you hear?
Getting ready to build it up.
Yeah, that's me wiggling on the seat. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to get my asshole open enough. And then there
Buddy's sitting there.
Buddy's on the sink drinking water. Buddy's just doing that to the thing of water, and one eye travels over to me as I'm shitting like a freak.
And then Diesel's down here.
Buddy lately has been really reacting when my voice gets elevated. He'll be playing games with you guys, or I'm just screaming at Jordan. I'm like, clean the kitchen! And Buddy just starts doing this. Like, I'm like, dude, he's got like PTSD from me playing a game or something.
Yeah.
Because the other ones, just they'll occasionally look around, but they're sleeping. Diesel's used to it. My whole life I've been screaming. Diesel's been fine.
Diesel, you're good.
And then it makes me think, I'm like, maybe Buddy's losing his hearing. How early? I mean, he's going to be 15. He's an old cat.
Ew, you're old.
Look at my kitty.
What's Diesel at? Like,
Look
11?
at my...
What's Diesel at? 13?
Age? We got 11, 12, 14.
Okay. Nice. I remember when
I think
Severus was just in this
Buddy and
box.
Diesel's birthday, I swear to God, I think it's today.
Yeah.
And that's why we're doing this podcast.
I just remember when Severus was in a box in the house, in the apartment.
Yep, that's small.
Yeah. Just in this like blanket box. I was like, dude, is this are you like allowed to have a cat this young?
I mean, they don't like sell them.
Yeah.
Like
Because they have to be like with their mom or whatever. But like the mom just like abandoned.
It's shocking how, I mean, humans, I guess a lot of people go right to formula, like a baby. But doesn't the baby have to have like some real tit milk at first? No?
Well, because they can get the same nutrients in formula.
Yeah. It's just synthetic.
I think
Nothing's as good as the real stuff.
Yeah, I think it's like people are just like, oh, but that's the natural thing. So you should do the natural thing. And I feel like there's also like an argument for like, well, there's also bonding between the mother and the child and stuff. So there's like all that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know shit. I also don't really care.
Yeah, not opinionated because I don't tell what a woman has to do with their body. I don't tell them.
I don't tell women what to do.
I'm an ally. I'm a woman ally. But when it comes to trans, I don't know about that. But women, I'm like, whoa, what the fuck?
When it comes to trans people, I go, I don't get it.
Explain it to somebody else, because I'm not getting it.
Just be mad.
Put it in simpler terms. What?
You're just mad, but like you're mad because not because you don't agree, but you're mad because like I don't understand.
No, I just don't. Look, I had science class, and they did this whole thing with X, Y.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you know,
chromosomes.
These two, and they make this. And now you're telling me it's that?
You're telling me you can just do whatever you want?
You're telling me a cock comes out, and then you go, that was wrong. And I go, what?
Yeah.
I don't compute in my dumb. That does not compute.
I don't get it.
Fuck.
That'd be a way to ruin autism on a spectrum, is to ask all of them individually. Like, get into a situation where you find out their opinions on trans, and just find out that, like, I don't know, all of them are like, that's their one thing that they hate on. Yeah. And you're like, oh shit!
Yeah, it like, doesn't make. Like,
we all loved this show. We loved these characters. We rooted for them. Oh, I want them to find love. And then you find out they're all a transphobe, and you're like, damn, what the fuck? I didn't know that these guys are all hateful. They seem so nice and innocent.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Let's write that in. Write it in.
Write that
down. It's not awesome. It's bad.
Remember when Ryan Reynolds thought that's what Bert Kreischer said to all of his buddies, is write that down?
What?
That movie that Ryan Reynolds was first in, they got very popular, was based off of Bert Kreischer.
I knew that.
Well, in the movie, like all the time, he tells like an assistant, write that down. Like whenever somebody laughs or something goofy happens, he's like, write that down. That was like a big bit in the shit in that movie. So I just thought, remember when Ryan Reynolds thought Bert Kreischer told everybody?
I thought that was like a story. Like Bert Kreischer was like, oh, they thought that's what I said, but I never said that.
I mean, that's something they put into the movie.
Yeah.
For effect.
Right. Yeah, when it was that fucking guy.
I'd like to hear Bert talk about that again.
I don't want to hear Bert talk about anything.
You're kind of right. If he doesn't have his shirt off, I'm not interested. I don't know.
Dude, there was one clip that
I like him to have his shirt on
laugh,
and his mouth shut.
Where Bert was talking about, like, I don't know what this was. It was some charity thing he was talking about with Tom. And then he said something about, like, they wanted me to just, like, buy a house or whatever. And Tom is just, why can't you do that? And then Bert's like, dude, shut the fuck up, man. Because he's just like, Tom's just throwing gas on the fire. And he's like, well, if I buy one house, then I have to buy 2 houses. And then Tom's like, buy 2 then. Dude, shut the fuck, come on. And he's just getting mad.
I watched that.
Dude, that's such a funny clip. Yeah. I'm doing it. I'm not doing it just like the clip is way better than me, but it's pretty good. This is God's country. Anywho.
Ooh, speaking of God's country, Taylor Swift's 2 albums.
Yeah, I found out yesterday at work, this girl goes, I think that on a day that a Taylor Swift album gets released, we should be allowed to wear AirPods. And then I said, the Taylor Swift album came out? And she's like, yeah. And then she had, I didn't even know there's more. It's like 31 songs. So she dropped this many, and then she dropped this many more and I went,
2 albums.
How
is it possible?
I don't know. And then I saw
AI
wrote
they put all her other
Dude,
pop
don't
songs.
Say that.
Huh?
I said, don't say that. Jen said she likes it.
AI.
Jen goes, her last one like came out, and I just was like, she said,
it was sleepy.
It was like boring. Yeah,
dude, I heard all of it in the car forcefully, and was like, I mean, I know that New York album, the 1989 or whatever the fuck on the front cover. There's a bunch of like, I think like good pop fun songs, and then that album, I'm like, I don't know what anyone sees in this shit. This was so sleepy.
Yeah.
Like, this is good to go to bed to. And then people were like talking about, the girls in our friend group. I like this because of that. All right, yeah, I don't know. It just puts me to bed. It's like Turnover's newer albums. That's putting me to bed.
Yeah.
This is sleep music.
We'll put you to sleep with that.
Hey, your podcast puts me to sleep. At
well,
least
you
it's
don't
doing.
have to listen.
At least it's doing something for you. Okay, we're just here to
you
provide.
don't have to listen to Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
Fine. Touche.
I'm not trying to keep you awake, bitch.
Yeah.
All right, she's trying to tell you to come see this in the stands, and then you're sleeping
Why are
in
they
the
wearing
stands.
gigantic suits? Oh,
Have you seen her act? Nobody sleeps in her. We all go woohoo the whole time. We actually can't even hear the music because the girl next to us is too fucking loud.
There are clips though that I've seen that would make me so mad
to be there.
Yeah, like because there's girls there.
Some of the worst women are there.
There aren't
some
singing.
Some great women are there.
They're just screaming, crying the lyrics, and I go, if I was next to this girl, she'd be getting knocked out because it's like you can't even enjoy the show because you have the girl next to you going, and I just not, and I'm gonna, but she's actually singing, so shut the fuck up.
Yes,
because you're not singing, you're just crying. But it's so emotional. I don't care.
There's got to be.
People paid money to see this performance, and you're next to them crying.
That's got to be so relatable. There's got to be so many women that have that story of like, oh, I'm not going to ever go again.
I hope none of our friends went to that show and cried.
Oh, 3 of them did. And I'll name them. I don't know.
3 of them did. These are their names.
Yeah. Victoria.
Yeah. John Edwards.
Jonathan Edwards. And Shane Skretzky, or whatever his name was from high school.
Whatever his name was. Remember when those 2 guys, Shane and Dean, were going to fight? And it was going to be like the fight of the century or something.
like high school fights or whatever?
Yeah, it was like the 2. It was like, oh, it's like fucking Brock Lesnar's fighting fucking The Rock or something. Like, what? Like, who's going to win? And then, like, they didn't even fight.
Yeah. And then
one of them went to, like, Asher.
Yeah. And then what was funny...
and then the other one died or something. I don't know. Are they both alive?
I don't know. Shane... yeah. Who's the other one?
Dean.
Yeah, I've seen him. I think his sister used to live around my block.
He has a tattoo
so I've seen him
that he got in, like, 8th grade. I remember seeing it. And it was the Independent logo. Skateboard company. I was like, dude, you're 13.
A lot of people think that logo looks like one of those...
It is.
Nazi logos.
It does.
So yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a lot of people are like, I don't think that's good. It was like on the uniform.
I had those trucks on my skateboard.
Yeah. Nazi.
They're pretty sweet.
And that's why when the Jew face comes, you're running. You're in that tunnel.
Is your wife about to be here?
Maybe.
I'm starving.
Probably. Nazis really brought this to a halt. I was gonna... Fuck. Shit. Oh, it's sunny. I was gonna say something before the Nazi... Oh, the fight thing. So, I'm sorry, everybody. Good night. Like, the fighting thing. Right after high school, me and Tim were doing MMA. So we actually had a couple friends from high school. I guess we're going to fight some other people in hardcore.
Really?
And they called me and texted me. Yeah. They called me and texted me and was like, oh, you guys have been like training. Do you and Tim want to help us out? And basically like asking if we want to go fight kids like for them. And we were like, no. We're training because we like to learn some shit to know. But I'm like, we're not going out of our way to just beat people up. And then especially for like someone who's like, these guys want to fight us. Do you want to fight them?
Yeah.
Like, no. Not really.
Not at all.
I didn't train to go get into like a bar brawl.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. It was funny to read the text. And then I like was telling Tim and Tim's like, no. And I was like, yeah, I don't. And I was like, no, sorry, man.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that. I don't know, show up for someone else. I don't know, and then someone has a bat. Some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Or I fuck a dude up and then
go to jail.
Get jumped. Oh, yeah, go to jail, get jumped, whatever the fuck. I'm like,
Doesn't sound like fun.
People what does
fighting.
Dude? People love the NBA. People like NHL. Playoffs. Probably done with the fights. They're probably not fighting in the playoffs.
Playoffs?
We need them to score goals, not fight fights.
Red Wings missed the playoffs. That was bullshit. Jalen Brunson.
That's what we call him, the Brunson Funson.